Hi and welcome back to Polymer Clay channel. So you haven't seen me for a week because yet again I decided to do something quite complicated. So today I'm going to show you how I made a carousel horse, and that comes with all sorts of clay, all sorts of techniques and a load of acrylic paints. So here we go. just watching the tutorial, so I'm going to show you what it looks like now. So here we go, here is the horse in full glory. Now, as you saw, I started with the Polymer Clay and got it right with the outline and things like that first, and then I built on the design from a flat piece and built it more and more 3D. I found it really difficult, I'm not gonna lie. So the original Carousel horse, I didn't really like parts of it, particularly the face and also the tail, so I changed the tail and also the face. I did make the face longer. And then I kind of like just went with it with my own decorations, because I wanted to give it my own kind of design, and I wanted to obviously give it my own colouring as well. And as you saw from the tutorial, there were lots of changes, and I started again with lots of things, and it was based on the fact that I just wasn't happy with it. So as I do on my channel, I kept going with it and kept going until I was happy. So let's have a bit of a close-up. So here is the face. I think the face has turned out okay, however, I didn't like the eye very much, and I still don't like the eye very much. However, I think I'm doing a little bit better in terms of getting the horse to look like a horse, whereas before I wouldn't have even been able to do that. So I've learnt a lot in terms of the anatomy of a horse and how it looks and how it doesn't. So I managed to do the hair. I wanted to have it sort of a swirly design originally, and then to be honest with you, I wanted to just make it straight, and I did have a few design issues here and there because it was all in my head. I couldn't work out how to do it, kept chopping and changing, but that is the fun of Polymer Clay. So moving on to the actual decorations, the saddle here, which is what I've got under my fingers here, that was quite easy, and then I moved along with the design, roughly like the picture that I used to start off with, and then I kind of built on it because it was a bit basic how I had it, and I wanted to have these twirly bits in the front, and I wanted them to show up like ropes and things like that. Obviously carousel horses are really bright and colourful, quite often they do clash. I did try with a few clashing colours that you will not see because I will cut it out. However, it just didn't go right for me, and I kind of like how bright this is without the clash. I think for my first carousel horse, I wanted to have it with some kind of coordinating colours because it was, as I said, for me, a bit difficult. So as you know, I traced it originally, but what I'd like to do is then create my own kind of style on it. So I've got the basic design. So effectively what it means is then I've got something to colour in or to fill in with Polymer Clay. So the tail, I really like the tail. It's my favourite part because I did leave the curls in, and I almost chopped them out originally. I almost thought, no, I don't like them, but I left them in. I'm going to do a bit of a close-up here. I absolutely love the way they look. It looks like they're in motion, moving around, and I really like that, obviously, because the horse is in a gallop position. So let's talk about the details on the face. So yeah, as you can see, I made the buckle, and also, I don't know if I filmed it, I think I may have missed it out by mistake, but I did make the face a bit longer, because it just didn't look right how it was. The face was too short, and to be honest, I wanted it to have a longer face. So, and then what I did with the straps, I made them all kind of like stand out in a nice black colour with the gold on it as well. So also you'll notice that I added my standard glitter, my trademark if you like. I like adding a bit of sparkle. I also use the Posca pens because I wasn't getting enough colour out of the acrylic paints. I find acrylic really difficult on Polymer Clay, particularly the ones I've got by Arteza. I'm not sure whether it's the Arteza paints or whether it's my technique. I found the paint really thick, and I had to do it quickly, otherwise it dries quickly. And then of course, the more you put on too quick, it then becomes a thick looking, and then you can also see all of the brush strokes in the paint as well. So I think the Posca pens rescued it for me, because it gave me the nice glossy gold kind of look to it, and also glossed up the bar that the horse is on as well, and I think it gave it an overall look that I wanted in the end. So this took me about a week, with a little bit of upset, as in terms of kind of like thinking that I should throw it in the bin, but sometimes I get frustrated with things that I make, and it just took me, it was in my head and the ideas I had in my head just weren't coming out in clay, but I am glad I stuck with it. So here it is, and this is what it looks like. So this is how you make a carousel horse from Polymer Clay. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Hi and welcome back to the Polymer Clay channel. So you haven't seen me for a while because yet again I've decided to see the little floor. Good start. Frog. It was fun, and I have learned not to use Polymer Clay and paints because they're a nightmare, and this is not going to go in my intro. I've had fish. I don't feel well. So moving on to what I'm going to show you that I made today. I'm going to show you how I made a carousel horse, which does entail making a horse and making it look like a carousel. So yeah, I can't do this. I'm full of fish. I just